Welcome back to my YouTube channel. What am I going to be making today? I know! We're going to be making biryani! Are you interested in making biryani? Follow along with this video and make sure to watch this video till the end to know how to make it. So let's see what are the ingredients. These are the ingredients you'll need. Over here we have some natural yogurt, some chopped onions, a bowl of coriander. Here I have some basmati rice. I have some olive oil. Here I have some ginger and garlic. I have some chicken here. As you can see, I took off the skin and I left the bones, but you guys can choose any part of the chicken you would like. I left the bones because it gives a better taste. Here I have a variety of spices. I have some salt, white pepper, cinnamon powder, ground coriander seeds. Here I have some turmeric, some hot paprika, and some ground masala. Over here I have some roasted almond slices. I have some raisins. Over here I have some bay leaves, some cloves. I have some cinnamon stems here. And over here I have some cardamom. Let's start seasoning our chicken. In a bowl, I'll put my yogurt. Now I'm gonna put my ginger and garlic. I will pour my spices. I'll mix them all together first. Now I'm gonna pour them. I will take some of my coriander. One big spoon. I'll mix them all together. And then I'll put my chicken. I will not put my olive oil here now, because usually when you season something, you leave the olive oil for the end, because it prevents the spices from getting absorbed by the chicken. I'll keep on mixing. Now I'm gonna bring my chicken. Pour them all in there. I will mix them. I'll flip them over so I can make sure each side has on it. Now we will leave it to rest for a little. If you are in a hurry, you can leave it to rest for 20 minutes. But if you have time, you could leave it in the fridge overnight. We put the yogurt because it gives the chicken it makes it tender and it cooks faster. I'll cover it with plastic wrap and I'll leave it to rest. And I'll see you after. In a pan now, I will cook my onions. I'll put some oil, avocado oil. There we go. And now I will pour my onions in. And now I will put some. Now I will put my some salt and pepper. There we go. Now my pepper. Now I will stir it all. I'll stir it all. Now I will leave it to cook until they become like a brownish color. Now I'm gonna cook my rice. So as I always say, it's very important to wash the rice 3 to 4 times at least until the water becomes clear. So now I'm gonna go wash my rice. Okay, now in a pot of boiling water, we will cook our rice. And here we have our spices. So now I'll pour them in. We're adding these so it gives a good taste to rice. Now I will add about half a big spoon of some salt because it gives a good taste to our rice. I will add the rice. My washed rice. Now I'll pour it into the boiling water. Mix them together. Now mix them. Now for our rice, we're not gonna cook it fully. We're gonna do bar boiling, which is halfway cooked. Okay, as you can see, my onions have turned into a brownish color. So now I will add my raisins. And I'll add 1 big spoon of sugar just to caramelize it. And now I will mix them all together. Now I'll put about 1 big spoon of water. Now my onions are caramelized. Now I'll remove it and put it into a plate. In the same pan that I cooked my onions, now I'm gonna cook my chicken. I'll put some oil and about half a cup of water. And some water. I leave it to cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. Now my rice is half cooked. Now I'm gonna remove the water and seal. I'm gonna check on my chicken. Wow, okay, it looks ready. So now I'm gonna put it with the rice that I have cooked. I'm gonna be putting layers. Like this, I'll put it all around. Let me put more. Spread it all around. Okay. Now I'm going to add the second layer, which is the onions and the raisins that I caramelized. I'm just going to put half of it. I'll spread it everywhere. Now I'm gonna add some coriander. I'll put half of it. Now I'll add my rice again. I'll put another layer of rice. There you go. I'll try to spread it evenly. Now I'm gonna add another layer of the rest of my onions and raisins. There we go. Now for the last layer, I'll add my coriander. And now I'll leave it to cook for another 2-3 minutes. Because remember, we didn't cook the rice fully, we cooked it halfway. Now I will uncover it and I'll leave the rice to cook. Let's check on our biryani. Okay, my rice looks is fluffy as we wanted it. And I'll put it in a plate and see you then. Now I'm gonna add my roasted almonds. And more. And for the final touch, I'm gonna add some fresh mint leaves. It's totally optional, but it gives a very refreshing taste. Voila! My version of biryani is ready. Okay, now I'm gonna prepare a sauce that goes very well with biryani. It's totally optional, but I recommend you to try it out. Now I'm gonna put 2 big spoons of natural yogurt. 1. And 2. Now I'm gonna add about half a spoon of mint leaves, fresh mint leaves. And now half a spoon of shredded cucumbers. There you go. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. Now I'm gonna mix